Kiersten, you think my hair looks okay today?
I've seen better.
I beg to differ. Well, welcome back to episode 3 of Lancer Central. My name's T.J. Wengert, and she's Kiersten Freedman, and she's also new to the show. So welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're beyond welcome. So anything that goes wrong will be Kiersten's fault from here on out. So, Kiersten, let's jump right into it. And let's talk about this field hockey program here at Longwood. Sitting at 19th in the nation last week's RPI rankings, and then that same week they went to Appalachian State, won 4-3 in overtime, and then to Davidson and won 4-1. Kiersten, what's gotten this team to where they are now, and especially where they are in those RPI rankings?
They've got strong core to their team, which we saw after losing 8 seniors last year. They've not missed a beat, which speaks to the strength of their program. They also have had some tough non-conference games. They beat Liberty at Liberty. That was the first top 25 win in program history for Longwood. Liberty's a notoriously hard team to beat at home. That made a huge difference for them, definitely boosting them up in the RPI rankings.
Absolutely. You mentioned that first win. Also, Coach Byers, credit to him for strengthening that core, which you talked about, but also a big strength of this team is the other goal scorer, Olivia Wozniak.
Definitely. She's got 6 goals on the season already, barely into conference play yet. She and Leonie Verstrade, notably the top goal scorer for the team, they are tied so far. Looking forward to seeing what they're doing this season.
Verstrade, a lot more shots than Wozniak, 65-24. So maybe Wozniak just a little more efficient, but not to take anything away from Leonie. She's a heck of a goal scorer and one of the best in program history. But Wozniak taking that pressure off of Verstrade's shoulders, making defenses stay honest to multiple goal scorers and filling the shoes of Adele Nyland definitely helps out a lot.
Definitely. They've got Kent State coming up this weekend, arguably the team to beat for Longwood, who they lost to in the MAC semifinals last year. Looking forward to see them stepping up against Kent State, maybe pulling a win from there.
I think somebody else we're looking forward to, women's soccer?
Definitely. Women's soccer, they are 2, 4, and 3 right now. We're looking to see them step up, I think, when it comes to conference play a little bit. They're a little bit of slight chaos, maybe a little bit panicky, getting ready to pull up kind of what is a little bit lower than what we were expecting to see this season.
Yeah, so the open conference play was those 2 draws, hosting UNC Asheville and then at Charleston Southern. At this point last year, they were 5-3-1, so obviously in a better spot. But also, when you look at this team, the defense maybe just took a step back. I mean, only allowed 22 goals all of last year. Already close to that number this year. Not to say that they're bad or Van Dyke or anybody's had a bad year. It's just not quite the same. And then that offense, they've had 130 shots this year, only 13 goals. So maybe a little more efficient when it comes to taking advantage of those shots. Definitely.
They have gone from the Hunter last year, hungry for that Big South Conference win, which unfortunately they fell to High Point. But now they are the hunted that they were sitting at the preseason number 2 in the Big South Conference. They're really everybody's coming out looking for a win against Longwood.
Yeah, I got a big bullseye on their back, to say the least. And then when you look at their upcoming schedule, they go to Radford, then they host Presbyterian, so 2 teams with a winning record, an opportunity to really turn the ship around and get some momentum moving forward. And then you host Hampton, who has 1 win on the year, so one you definitely like to come away with. So a couple games coming up for them to turn the season around and get to where they were at the last 8 games a year ago when they went 6-0-2. But Kiersten, you know who else is looking good? Men's soccer. Got to give them a lot of credit. They had 1 win a year ago, and they're already at 3-4, and they opened Big South Conference play at UNC Asheville and came out on top with that 4-2 victory. Kiersten, the offense, way better than it was a year ago.
Definitely. They're more offensive-minded than they were a year ago. They're got more scoring options. The 19 newcomers have just really blown it out of the park, expecting way greater results than what we would have ever expected from a team with essentially a whole new team of newcomers.
Yeah, 19. I mean, when you look at a roster of mid-20s-esque, so I mean, a substantial amount of newcomers. They had 14 goals this year, 11 all of last year. So definitely in a way better spot in that offensive end. A lot of credit to Michaela Bondo, Gronley, Shawnez. They combined, top 3 goal scorers for the team have combined for 8 goals. So you compare that to 11 last year. That's almost what the entire total was for a season ago. Then I think when you look at the team, new keeper, Miguel Bama steps into net in that UNC Asheville game, taking steps in the right direction, held his own against Virginia Tech, and now only had 3 shots on goal against him. 2 of them were goals, but the freshman from Brazil, excited to see what he can bring to the team.
Definitely. He faced 15 shots this weekend and only allowed 2 goals. So definitely big moves from him so far.
Absolutely. And if they can get consistent play in goal, I think that speaks to how good this team can be and maybe to where they were 2 years ago getting back to the Big South Conference Championship game.
Definitely.
And when talking about this men's soccer team, we talked about those 19 newcomers. We had our very own Kurt Martin go out and talk to all of them and get to ask them a few questions, get to know them a little better. Kurt?
Thank you, TJ. So I'm here in the studio with some of the newcomers to the men's soccer team. And so guys, would you mind introducing yourself and where you're from and your position?
I'm Shane Curtis. I'm a freshman out of Manassas, Virginia. It's pretty local. And I am a center back, so yeah.
My name is Adam Kemick. Everybody calls me AJ. I'm from New York, and I transferred in from a school in England, and I play outside back.
Hello, my name is Jonas Kalkner. I'm from Germany, and I play center back.
Hello, my name is Marcus. I'm from Norway, and I'm playing left winger.
So, you guys, I'm here just to ask a few questions, get to know you a little better. So, we'll start with you. What is your favorite professional club?
Favorite professional club? I mean, I'll probably go with Barcelona as right now. Yeah, I'm always trying to watch a lot of soccer as much as I can because it helps out. You know, just getting a better view. Obviously Messi, you know, is the guy on that team. So kind of just watching what he can do on the ball and off the ball is just incredible, and especially being able to kind of keep up with the game as it flows. It's just a great thing to see and watch. So yeah.
I definitely support Arsenal. You know, it's not a common choice because we don't really do too well every year, you know what I mean? But yeah, I'm a big fan of Arsenal, big fan of Bellerin, outside backs, anything.
My favorite club is Bayern Munich, near to my hometown. I really enjoy watching Jerome Boateng and Mats Hummels. Yeah, I really like those two, and I really can watch a lot skills from there and learn from them.
I'm a big Liverpool fan. I've been a Liverpool fan like 10 years now. And the Liverpool players right now, they play really good, so it's a big inspiration for me.
So, what is your favorite thing about Longwood?
My favorite thing, well, to start off, I mean, it's probably the group of guys on the soccer team. I'd probably say that that's how we first, you know, because as a freshman, you know, we didn't have anything kind of like, we didn't know too much. We're kind of trying to, you know, just work our way into Longwood. So we just had each other in the beginning. So in soccer, obviously. So that's more of a generic answer, but it's pretty much just a team, you know, because it's like a brotherhood. We became family like right away, and that's the most enjoyable thing, is just being able to go out and compete with these guys every day. So,
for me, I would honestly say I would definitely agree with Shane as far as the family part goes. Coming in as newcomers, it's not easy to mesh with the team. It's not easy to mesh with other people around you, especially people you don't know. And I gotta say, we came in, we became friends pretty quick, and I think it's a big part of us.
So the last question I have, kind of shifting more toward the pitch. What do you think is the biggest strength that you all have going into conference play?
We have really a huge team, like many people on the team, and it's a really big competition in the team. So we have to really put our best performance each and every single training, and yeah, that's really push us forwards.
Also, I would say that we have a very talented team. Many newcomers, and combine that the newcomers with you know, the captains and the older ones. I think, you know, it's a very good team when we combine it together.
Well, I want to thank you guys. I really appreciate you for helping me out with this.
Thank you very much.
So there you have it, just a small sample of 19 newcomers to this Longwood's men's soccer team. So we'll send it back to you, TJ.
Well, thanks, Kurt. Well, Kiersten, I guess I underestimated how many 19 newcomers actually meant.
They definitely have a whole new team there.
New year, new Longwood, am I right?
Yes.
Well, that'll do it for episode 3 of Lancer Central. For Kiersten Freedman, my name's T.J. Wengert, and we're signing off.